Hey guys! So I'm super excited to be here today sharing with you 10 tips that I do to stay productive working from home. These are in no particular order, so I think these are all equally important, so definitely take some notes if you need to, and let's get started. I also thought this would be a very great video to film because I know a lot of people are working from home right now, so definitely use these tips to help you. So my first one is make a to-do list. I think these are very helpful because it gives you a overview of what you need to get done, and it's fun to have little check boxes so you can check them off, and it motivates you to get them done so you can check them off. And I think it just helps you stay more organized to be able to get what you need done. My next thing is to do with the to-do list is to make it a manageable to-do list. I know some people like to put thousands of things to do on a to-do list and then they don't get them done. So I think it's very important to make a manageable to-do list for you to be able to work on that day, and obviously put time sensitive stuff on the top. Obviously know your limits if you know you can get a lot of stuff done that day, so then you can make it a little longer than normal, but definitely know your limits and know that if you don't have that much time today, don't make it too long so you don't feel discouraged of not getting it all done. The next one is have designated times to do them and stick with it. And another thing that's very helpful is on your to-do list, put beside it in like a different color or something and put how long you think it will take to do that, so then you can really make a productive day and make sure that you have time for everything you need to do. And you'll also see how long it takes to do something. So another tip I have is so that leads into my next tip is to have smaller tasks done first so you can kind of feel like, oh, I'm getting some stuff done and crossing them off, and save the longer timed tasks later so you can do those and put your full focus on them and not have all these other things to do in your head because you'll be done with them. Another really big helpful tip is know when you're productive. Some people are very productive in their bed. I personally am, but I know some people are not productive in their bed, so definitely go into the kitchen, go into a different area so you can be very productive and not get distracted or get tired because you're laying in bed, which does happen sometimes. So that means I do usually have to sit up and do something else or go somewhere else. So definitely know your strengths and work where you are productive. And obviously we can't do this now because of quarantine and everything, but I like to work at a coffee shop or outside and stuff like that. You can go outside now, but definitely know your strengths and work where you feel most productive and stay there. My next thing is have a planner. I think this is the biggest thing that has helped me be able to know what the heck's going on, is to have my planner so I can have a good overview of what I need done that week and then a good overview of what's due that day or what needs to be done. So it's nice to have everything in one set book instead of having everything everywhere. And personally, I like to use a planner instead of having a Google calendar, which does help a lot of people, but I'm more of the visual person and I really like to write the stuff down so then I can write as much as I need to and have it all in that place instead of having it all on my phone and stuff like that. I just personally love the pen and paper method for that. My next thing is make sure you have your to-do list or the stuff you need to get done that day planned ahead of time. So write your to-do list the night before, make the to-do list a few days beforehand so you aren't worried about what you need to do that morning, and then that gets you disorganized because you're like, okay, I don't know what to do, I gotta figure out what to do now and then do it. And it'd be better and make you more productive if you wrote all the things you needed to do the night before and was able to wake up and just do it instead of worrying about all the small things in the beginning and then being distracted throughout the day. So I do this with my videos a lot. I obviously sometimes have to write stuff right ahead of time, but I get all my videos written before I film them, and then the days that I don't film and just do work and stuff, I always have stuff planned out the day ahead of time or even a few days ahead of time so I know what to do. My next one is listen to music if that helps you. I know some people can't concentrate with that, but I think it really helps me when I listen to designated songs to help you stay productive. I personally listen to Spotify, so I listen to like a chill beats one or study playlist on there. It's just very chill stuff so I can just calmly work on stuff, and then the day goes by and you get so much stuff done because you've just been listening to calm music and not like crazy music. Personally, that's my jam. If you guys think you can be productive listening to like hard rock or Metallica, stuff like that, so definitely do that. Obviously, know what you prefer and what will make you productive, but just pop in headphones and it's really easy to stay productive during then because you were just focusing on what you want and not really getting distracted by the outside world. My next one can be a little different for some people, but my personally favorite way to stay productive is being very comfortable clothes, shorts, t-shirts, stuff like that. I know some people are more productive if they get ready, put on their makeup and stuff, but I personally just really need to be comfortable to be able to be very productive. So definitely know your strengths with that, but I think it's very important to be comfortable in what you're doing so you can sit there for a while and work on stuff and you aren't worried about, oh, my pants are too tight, or oh, my blouse keeps falling off my arm and stuff like that. So I think that's very good to know what you like to wear it. And if you do want to put makeup on, put that on early so you can get stuff done throughout the day and you feel more productive and put together. So definitely do whichever you prefer, like I said. And I know a lot of people like working more in like their PJs and comfortable clothes. My last one is realize you do need breaks throughout the day. You cannot work a 12-hour day, fully 12 hours, and still be productive, especially a lot of the stay-at-home jobs. You need to be using your brain and stuff like that. So it's very important to take small breaks and stuff throughout the day so you are able to stay focused and not just drift off and not pay attention to anything. So I recommend like taking walks or going outside or just like sitting there not doing anything so you can just have your mind relax and you aren't always like go, go, go. And I really recommend going outside because then you can get some fresh air and it will help you when you come back to be even more productive and ready to start on the next task and just be more quality than quantity when you're working. I also recommend eating too because I know that's a problem sometimes when you're just really, really productive. So definitely like if you need to take a break, eat something, walk outside and watch a movie or something. Okay, maybe not a movie because that's long, but watch a show or something like a 30-minute one or like a 40-minute one, like Friends I like to watch that's not Netflix anymore, to decide, or The Office I know a lot of people like to watch that are like 30 or 40-minute episodes. So you can just like take that time to rewind, eat your lunch, dinner for 30, 40 minutes, and then go back to what you're doing. And I think that will make you more productive in the long run rather than running on fumes still trying to work. Also, really big tip I also have wanted to add, so there's actually like 11 tips in here, but I think it's very important to have a very clean space of where you're working because if it's too cluttered, you won't be able to concentrate and be able to do your work. So definitely keep everything around you organized as well. And just overall, if you're organized, then you will be able to be more productive and able to get things done. So those are my biggest tips that I have to staying productive while working at home because I know it can be hard sometimes. So I hope you guys liked watching this. Please let me know what your favorite tip was or some tips that you have from working from home that you've gained since a lot of people are working from home now. I would love to know, and I'll see you guys very, very soon. Bye, guys.